Santino Rice. Santino is a fashion designer who competed on the second season of Project Runway and he placed third. He also appeared on a few other shows. For example, he was a judge at the 2006 Miss Universe pageant, and he made a guest appearance on America's Most Smartest Model in 2007. Santino was a judge on Drag Race from 2009 to 2014, spanning from season 1 to season 6. He also made a guest appearance on an episode of season 7. So, the question is, was Santino fired from Drag Race? It's not 100% clear why Santino left Drag Race, and it's also not clear whether he chose to leave or whether he was fired. He's never publicly confirmed why he left. However, in 2015, Santino tweeted saying, "Thank you for the outpouring of concern and #love. I am grateful. I manifest the change and evolution of my soul on this earth. All is well." A lot of people have taken the all is well part to mean that there was no drama or anything bad because of him leaving Drag Race, which would imply as though it was an amicable, mutual decision, although this was never publicly confirmed. Santino has also, since leaving the show, has never said anything bad about the show. However, there have been a few theories as to why Santino is no longer a judge. Santino's expertise and knowledge is mostly about fashion and not so much about drag. His critiques were often harsh on the show and focused mainly on fashion and garment construction. This was fine for the first few seasons of the show, when the fashion and the outfit construction elements were more important, but as the show progressed, it became more about drag and less about necessarily the fashion and the construction element, which meant that perhaps Santino was no longer the best fit as a judge because he didn't actually have a huge amount of experience or knowledge about drag. It was mainly about fashion. But another reason could simply be that the show just wanted a shake-up and wanted to freshen up the panel by bringing on different people. The fact that Santino was replaced by two funny people, namely comedian Ross Matthews and TV personality Carson Kressley, may suggest that the show just wanted to focus on a slightly more comedic judging panel. Santino hasn't done a huge amount of TV work since Drag Race, but his controversial Twitter statements have come under a huge amount of scrutiny. Santino now promotes a very strict vegan diet and natural remedies, including fasting for over 100 days, which, by the way, is not recommended. Please do not do it. However, he's also made several controversial statements on Twitter and giving misleading information about the COVID-19 vaccination, and he is an avid anti-vaxxer. Santino tweeted statements such as this one. He said, "Never get the COVID vaccine, never. You can find a nurse or pharmacist to squirt it on the floor. Generations of humans before you did not need it, and you do not need it. Support your immune system naturally." A lot of these statements, by the way, have been debunked, misproven, and go against CDC guidelines. In April 2020, Santino said in an interview that his Twitter had been hacked and someone had tweeted based on his draft tweets that he had saved on his account. However, he continued to make controversial statements on Twitter, and in June 2021, one of his tweets received a misinformation label on Twitter. Santino responded by saying, "You cannot cancel the truth." As of now, Santino's Twitter appears to have been suspended. It actually sort of appeared as though the show had distanced itself from Santino in recent years, especially given his controversial statements on Twitter. However, in episode 2 of season 14, Maddie Morphosis found a hat in a vat of Tic Tacs during the photo shoot challenge. When she pulled out the hat, Ru said, "That is Santino's hat. He's been texting me for years about that hat. It's been in the bowl of Tic Tacs the whole time." This felt a little rehearsed, so I'm assuming this was obviously planned, but it was the first time that Santino has been mentioned on the show for years.